Today, we're diving into the thrilling world of heists. From masterminds who meticulously planned their crimes to daring thieves who pulled off the impossible, here are the top 8 heists in history. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more intriguing stories. Let's get started. 8. The Great Train Robbery of 1963. In the early hours of August 8, 1963, a gang of 15 robbers led by Bruce Reynolds executed a meticulously planned heist on the Glasgow-London Royal Mail train. They had insider information from a postal worker. The gang used false railway signals to stop the train at an isolated bridge. They overpowered the train's crew with minimal violence, focusing on speed and precision. They transferred 120 bags of cash, totaling £2.6 million, equivalent to about £53 million today, to their vehicles in under 30 minutes. The robbers used a human chain to quickly move the money. Despite their careful planning, the discovery of fingerprints at their hideout led to the capture of most of the gang members. The money was never fully recovered, and the heist remains legendary. 7. The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum Heist. On March 18, 1990, 2 men dressed as police officers tricked their way into the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston by claiming they were responding to a disturbance. Once inside, they handcuffed the guards and secured them in the basement. The thieves spent 81 minutes inside, stealing 13 pieces of art, including works by Vermeer and Rembrandt, worth an estimated $500 million. The heist was planned meticulously. The thieves knew the layout, the location of security cameras, and the guards' routines. They even took the surveillance tapes. Despite extensive investigations and a $10 million reward, the case remains unsolved, and none of the stolen artwork has been recovered. The museum still displays the empty frames as a reminder of the theft. 6. The Banco Central Burglary in Brazil. In 2005, a group of thieves rented a house in Fortaleza, Brazil, near the Banco Central. They spent 3 months digging a 256-foot tunnel equipped with lighting and air conditioning. The tunnel led directly to the bank's vault. Over a weekend, the thieves breached the vault's reinforced concrete floor, accessing the stacks of money stored inside. They made off with approximately $70 million in unmarked bills. The heist was so meticulously planned that they left little evidence behind. Despite the extensive planning, several suspects were arrested, but only a small portion of the stolen money was ever recovered. The heist remains one of the most audacious in history. 5. The Antwerp Diamond Heist. In February 2003, Leonardo Notarbartolo, posing as a diamond merchant, rented an office in the Antwerp Diamond Center. He spent 2 years planning the heist, learning the building's security details. The gang bypassed the extensive security system, which included infrared heat detectors, a seismic sensor, a magnetic field, and a lock with over 100 million possible combinations. Over a weekend, they broke into 123 of the 160 safe deposit boxes, stealing diamonds, gold, and other jewels worth over $100 million. They meticulously covered their tracks, using hairspray to obscure security cameras. Notarbartolo was eventually arrested due to DNA evidence, but the majority of the stolen gems were never recovered, and many aspects of the heist remain shrouded in mystery. 4. The Hatton Garden Heist. Over the Easter weekend of 2015, a group of elderly thieves known as the Bad Grandpas broke into the Hatton Garden Safe Deposit Company in London. The gang members were in their 60s and 70s. Using a diamond-tipped drill, they bored through a 2-meter-thick concrete wall into the vault. The operation involved cutting through metal bars and disabling the security system. They stole items worth up to £200 million, including jewelry, gold, and other valuables from 73 deposit boxes. The heist was meticulously planned over several months. Despite their advanced age and initially escaping detection, the gang members were eventually caught through surveillance footage and forensic evidence. They were sentenced to prison, but much of the loot remains missing. 3. The Lufthansa Heist. On December 11, 1978, a group of robbers led by James "Jimmy the Gent" Burke stole about $5 million in cash and $875,000 in jewelry from the Lufthansa cargo terminal at JFK Airport in New York. The heist was based on inside information from an airport worker, Louis Werner, who revealed the timing and details of a cash delivery from Germany. The robbers subdued the airport staff and made off with the money in less than an hour. The meticulous planning involved knowing the layout of the terminal and the schedule of the guards. The aftermath of the heist was brutal. Many involved were murdered to prevent them from talking. The stolen money was never recovered, and the heist inspired the movie Goodfellas. 2. The British Bank of the Middle East heist. In January 1976, during the Lebanese Civil War, a group of thieves used the chaos to their advantage, targeting the British Bank of the Middle East in Beirut. They blasted through the bank's wall from a neighboring church, using explosives to access the vault. The operation was carefully planned to avoid detection amidst the turmoil. Inside, they looted gold bars, jewels, stocks, and cash worth between $20 and $50 million. The heist required expert knowledge of the bank's layout and the use of heavy machinery. The thieves vanished without a trace, and the stolen goods were never recovered. The heist remains one of the most daring and successful in history, capitalizing on the war's confusion. 1. The Central Bank of Iraq heist. In March 2003, just before the Iraq War began, Saddam Hussein orchestrated the largest bank robbery in history. He ordered the withdrawal of $1 billion from the Central Bank of Iraq. His son, Qusay Hussein, oversaw the operation, arriving at the bank with trucks and a handwritten note from Saddam authorizing the removal of the funds. The money was loaded onto trucks over a span of 5 hours. This operation was carried out in broad daylight under the pretense of safeguarding the funds from the impending conflict. After the fall of Saddam's regime, some of the money was recovered in various locations, but a significant portion remains missing. This heist stands as the largest in history due to the sheer amount of money taken. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. See you next time.